Let's get right into the buzz today. And what's our lead story?
All right, here we go. A drunk man tried to steal the Thunder Girls' wooden stool and gets arrested. So let's kind of go into this story. So Troy Macbeth, he was attending an Oklahoma City Thunder game recently when he allegedly attempted to take this wooden stool that belonged to the Thunder Girls. Why would he do that? That face is good decisions written all over it. You can just see it and go, yes. Macbeth was charged with petty larceny and public drunkenness. And you kind of wonder why. Why a stool? And so Fox 25 of the area actually did a summary of how his stool heist fell apart. According to officers, Macbeth was with 6 other people when he was spotted trying to get into a van with the stool. When he saw police approaching him, the officers say he tried hiding the stool behind his back.
Oh, man. He had way too much to drink, I could tell already. Where are you going to hide a stool at?
It was a special moment. It was just a special moment for all involved.
He got thunderstruck by the police officer with the stool, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, anyway, that was fantastic. All right, on to something better. Let's see. It's kind of a boozy week. There's a lot of boozy stories this week. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the cold weather.
Yeah, usually people do stupid things when they're intoxicated. Let's just be honest.
But I find there's more intoxication stories as the weather gets colder. People are trying to drink to stay warm or something, or I don't know. But let's see. Loyal subjects of Chicago, your new king and queen have been crowned, and they're likely still bombed a few days later after what happened. So in the third period recently of a game against the Jets, this is a hockey team up in Canada, Winnipeg's Adam Party was checked through the glass and into the first row. As the scuffle developed behind him, one fan who looked like he'd had more than a few $10 United Center beers reached down, yanked off Party's helmet, and put it on his own head. The woman next to him proceeded to dump her own beer on Party. So the fan was escorted out of the section, and we assume out of the arena, and Party's helmet was later returned. But speaking to reporters after the game, a 4-1 Blackhawks win. This game was actually in Chicago, but they were playing Winnipeg. Party actually said he didn't realize in the heat of the moment what had happened to his helmet or his stick, which actually also disappeared, but he knew about the beer shower. He said, I don't know if you can still smell it on my clothes, but the bench was definitely smelling a little boozy there for the last 6 minutes.
Oh, he'll remember that for the rest of his life. No doubt about it. No stick, beer on his helmet, and then had to try to finish a hockey game. Those fans probably won't forget it either once they sober up.
Yeah, when they sober up one day, they'll go, wow, that was a special moment.
Back-to-back drinking stories here on The Drive. Do we have more?
Yes, we have a third. Let's make it a trifecta.
How did I know that was coming?
So here we go. And the kind of heading for this one is Michigan offense drives man to drink, drive drunk. So around 2:30 a.m. earlier this month, hours after Michigan's embarrassing loss to Michigan State, Dearborn police responded to a call about a man asleep in his car at a gas station. He apparently had been unconscious for 90 minutes by that point and had urinated on himself. He was arrested and told officers he really had no choice but to drink to oblivion. So the booking situation says while he was being booked, he said he drank so much because he was upset that the University of Michigan's football team lost 29-6 at Michigan State University the day before. He said he was also upset with the play calling of the offensive coordinator, Al Borges, who the Wolverines rushed for a negative 48 yards. Yeah, negative 48 yards. The worst ground performance since the school started playing football in 1879. The man blew a .24 blood alcohol content, allowing himself to be charged under Michigan's super drunk law.
Wait, there's a super drunk law, not just a drunk law. There's a super drunk law in Michigan?
A super drunk law in Michigan. But it's cold there. People apparently need to drink, stay warm. I don't know. But the best thing about this is Michigan would rank up a minus 21 yards against Nebraska the next week, at which point this man probably went straight for the rubbing alcohol.
Oh, that's why they're called sports nuts. That guy's a sports nut. That's ridiculous.
Oh my God! So that's it with the drinking aspects of this week. But I thought we needed a trifecta of drinking.
The Buzz with Rach joining us here, the Queen Bee, live on Sports Radio 106.1. Let's get to a couple more stories, and then we're gonna play some Buzz Time trivia. So don't go anywhere. What's our next story, Rach?
All right, so this is going to be a little Miami business. So somehow an autographed Jeff Ireland business card found its way online and had all the Miami GM's contact information about it. So Miami fans really don't have much to be happy with the inner workings of the organization recently.
Mm-hmm.
And so with this newfound access, they actually contacted Ireland with messages that were less, hey, just calling to see how you're doing, and more, hey, just calling to let you know that I signed you up for a bunch of disturbing porn subscriptions. So its business card snagged that his personal cell phone and Hotmail account being shared, but it did have the fax information, and in addition, there's a list located online. It's on my Twitter account of all the porn subscriptions that they subscribed into, and let me tell you, I am disturbed that these things exist.
Oh my goodness, it's getting ridiculous down in Miami. All this obviously with Incognito and Jonathan Martin, and now their fans are rebelling against the general manager. This has got to be taxing. This has got to be taxing on him. I don't want to hear any more. I'm so sick of that story, to be honest with you. That's bad. How do you call yourself a fan, though? Is that how you get back at general managers? Is do something like that? That seems they must not have jobs, or they must have way too much time on their hands. Is all I can think about. I don't know what's worse, what's going on in Miami or what they're doing to Jeff Ireland.
I don't know if there's a high unemployment rate in Miami, but if there is, now we know what they're consuming their time with while collecting those unemployment checks. I know. Fantastic. Let's go on to it's just kind of a disturbing story, actually. So Doyle Wolverton, I don't know if you heard about this. He's the second winningest coach in girls' high school basketball. He resigned as head coach of Leak Academy after allegedly biting his own player's face during a game last Tuesday.
What? I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, this is in Leak County, Mississippi, and the sheriff, was the one who informed the media of it. And apparently, there was a picture showing bite marks consistent with a human, and the girl's father actually filed a report. So the complaint said that allegedly the coach grabbed the woman and by their shirt and bit her on the right side of the face as he was getting on her for making a bad play. They actually had to take her to the hospital because she had a bruised marking on her face from the bite.
Oh, my goodness. He's got to get into some therapy, some kind of anger management classes or something. That's ridiculous.
I mean, that is unheard of. I've heard of coaches throwing stuff, punching players, but biting a female player's face?
It's Mike Tyson-esque.
Yeah.
But this is even worse because they're not in a ring fighting each other. This is a coach of a girls' high school basketball team. That's ridiculous. Guys should be ashamed of himself.
And the sad thing is the guy's been around for years, and he's the second winningest coach. He was the second winningest coach. So he had a great track record until he decided to be an idiot and do this. All right, so we're going to do two more stories this week. Then we're going to go into some Buzz Time trivia.
Ooh, love me some Buzz Time.
All right, here we go. So last week, an assistant coach at a Tennessee high school was arrested after it emerged he had actually vandalized his own field house in an attempt to fire up his team before the game. And he's not the only person on the staff who was involved. Apparently, 3 assistants were involved also in the vandalism, and one is accused of breaking into a rival school to steal playbooks, all at the behest of the head coach. So the head coach has resigned. The 3 assistant coaches have been relieved of their duties. 2 of them arrested. And the graffiti was actually obscene. And it would have been the perfect crime except there's surveillance cameras at the field house. And one coach purchased 10 cans of spray paint hours at the local Walmart before the vandalism. In addition, text messages between the coaches show them preparing to do the job. And that Coach Starkey had broken into the other school's field house that week to steal the playbooks. And it actually was not the first time this season he had done it. In addition, the head coach had paid a former college player to take part in the practices. Apparently, this is pretty run-of-the-mill, but pretty intense. Now, the best thing about this story is even after all this school lost the game pathetically anyway.
It's low-down, dirty cheating, and then you still got faced?
They still got demolished, even after stealing the playbooks and doing graffiti to pump up the players. So clearly their coaching staff just sucks.
Yeah, no doubt. Low lives. Unbelievable.
Low life. So we're going to end off this week with a fantastic story that I absolutely love, and I know you're going to absolutely love it too. So here we go. So this is actually a soccer story. After collecting the ball during a match in the Saudi Arabian League a couple of weeks ago, Al-Nada, I'm hoping I pronounced this right, goalkeeper, he found his shoelace undone. So with these big, hamburger helper gloves that the goalies wear, he actually couldn't retie it himself. So the other team's Brazilian striker bent down to do it for him, which was awesome. And you see in the video, which I post on the Twitter, the goalie's just standing there with his hands, and the other player literally gets on his knees to tie the goalie's shoes for him. So the twist of the story is after the goalie throws the ball, the referee blows his whistle and rules that the goalie had taken too much time to clear the ball. So there was protest from both the teams saying, this is ridiculous, the other team's helping. So the other team, and it was a tied game, mind you, right at the end of the game, the other team got a free kick. So what the other team did is purposely missed the goal, kicked it wide, and the game ended in a tie score because they thought it was unbelievably unfair as well.
Wow, that's terrible officiating, and then actually a gesture of sportsmanship. Is that what I'm hearing?
Amazing. It was two Saudi Arabian teams, and it was amazing sportsmanship, which you don't hear a lot of coming out of Saudi Arabia, which is amazing to hear. Yeah, the other team was like, absolutely not. We're not going to win the game this way. He helped them. There's no reason to win the game this way. It was
fixed. It was fixed. I'm not doing that. I love it. So we get all these stories and we end on a positive note. Well done. Well done. That is the buzz. And when we come back, we'll take your phone calls. Buzz time trivia. We got some fantastic prizes up for grabs. What's our category today? Maybe we shouldn't tell people so they don't start Googling it. We'll tell you when we come back. 673-9398. If you want to be the first to play, 673-9398. Buzz time trivia after this. Buzz Time Trivia on Sports Radio 106.1. Queen Bee is joined us, and we've got what as our topic today? What is Buzz Time Trivia category this afternoon?
So we're going to do this week, Name That Sport. So I'm going to give you a term. It's going to be an unusual term, and you have to name the sport that it comes from.
Oh, I like this. I think I would be good at this. Can I play along this week? I think I want to play along this week. Sterling, if you need any help, I'm your guy. I will help you. Sterling, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Good.
All right, so you've got to take the term and tell us what sport it is. Here we go.
All right, here we go. So the term is shuttlecock. I just started off well, clearly.
Will you say that again?
Shuttlecock. Shuttlecock.
How popular are these sports?
Some of them are very popular. This one is a well-known sport, just not one you would think of every day. But once you hear it, you're going to go, oh.
Shuttlecock. Maybe bowling?
No, actually. Devin, do you know this one?
Is it croquet or is it badminton?
Oh, you got it, badminton. Nice work.
A squirrel found a nut. I just throw. Is it football, basketball, baseball? I throw out a couple and I'm bound to get one right. Thank you for the phone call, Sterling. That was a pretty tough one. We started out with a tough one right there.
Yeah, there's some there's some decently maybe easier ones, but I thought I'd just blow it out at the beginning.
Let's go back to the phone lines. Our next contestant, what's your name?
Dawn.
Dawn. All right, here is your question. You got to name the sport.
Okay, ground stroke.
Golf.
I was thinking golf too, but I don't think it's golf.
Tennis.
Tennis. Oh, jeez.
You swing something, that part doesn't change. It's just not a club.
Yep. Backhand, ground stroke. What is that? That's a good one. I can't really tell you what a ground stroke is. Is that the motion where you come forward on it, you run into the net, and you use your racket and go to the ground and pop it, kind of?
Yeah, you hit it right close to the ground.
Yeah.
Just kind of knock it.
Let's go back to the phone lines. Our next contestant, Buzz Time Trivia. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I had the badminton one, thanks.
All right. Let's see if you can get this one.
Scrum.
Scrum?
Scrum. SCRUM. Scrum.
Devin, do you want to help on this one? Just any advice?
I think you know this one. I know this one.
He said the answer. He gets it, not you.
Scrum. I think that is...
he doesn't know.
It's the really rough sport.
Really? The really rough sport?
Scrum. Hold on.
It is a rough sport. I will give you that.
I,
You are
I,
on the
it's
right
one
track.
like football, Devin, but it isn't a football.
You are on the right track, sir. I just need you to give me the
Rugby.
actual
Rugby.
rugby. He got it. He got.
Yes, rugby.
He was messing with us. You knew all along.
I couldn't think of the word.
Whatever. Give him the prize. He's got it.
What's your name?
Mark.
Mark, I got a gift certificate. You can come join us Monday night for Southern Utah's Monday Night Football parties over at Wingnuts. I got a gift certificate over there for you.
Sweet, man.
All right, buddy. Thanks for playing. Nice work. It took you long enough. It took him forever, but he got it. 673. What's that?
He probably Googled that answer. Just saying.
673-9398. Let's get to a couple more of our contestants here before we run out of questions. I like this category today. Let's go back to the phone lines. How are you? What's your name? Can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah, there you are.
Oh.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bud. Here is your question. You got to name the sport. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Ceiling shot.
What? Ceiling shot?
Ceiling shot.
Beer pong. Beer. It's got to be beer pong.
No,
You know, I've
it's
known the
not.
answer to all of the. I've known the answer to all of these until this one.
That's how the Queen Bee plays.
Archery. What the heck?
No, racquetball, but that was a good guess.
Oh well.
Nice try. Thanks for the phone call. Archery, huh? That wasn't one that came to my mind. That wasn't a bad guess.
That was not a terrible guess, except that there is no ceiling because you're outside generally in archery.
Yeah, I like my guess better. Beer pong. At least you had a paddle involved, or a racket, I guess. Let's go. Let's go back to the phone lines. Our next contestant. How are you today?
Good.
Good. All right. Here is your question.
Coxswain.
Say that again.
Coxswain. This is actually something I was in high school. Coxswain.
That's rowing.
Yes,
Nice.
it is.
Nice. Little round of applause. What's your name?
It's Tyler.
Tyler. All right, Tyler. I got. I'm gonna hook you up. Jimmy John's sandwich and a Fabulous Freddy's car wash. All right, T.
Sounds good.
All right, nice work. Nice work. Hey, we're actually okay. That's enough of the clapping. Stop it. We've actually we're on a roll here. That's 2 in a row, Rach. We're doing good.
We're doing well today. It's a good mix today. I think people are digging this category.
I like this category. Let's take another contestant. How are you?
Good.
Good. Here's your question or term.
Huck.
Huck?
Huck. Huck. Like Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn.
I'm gonna say mountain biking.
No. Devin, do you have any idea?
Huck? Is it baseball?
No, it's ultimate frisbee.
Well, you huck a ball in baseball. That was a decent guess. Well, hey, Rachel, what was the last what was the last winner's name? I forgot to write it down. Was it Dawn?
John, I don't know. You're the one in studio.
I
You're
know.
supposed to be taking care of stuff.
I know. Whatever. I want to make sure they get their prizes.
On the phone?
Oh, it was Tyler.
Okay, good. I'm glad one of us knows.
See, once I
Yeah.
just have to think out loud. Let's go back and take another contestant, and I promise I won't forget your name. Who's this? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, you ready to play?
Yeah.
All right, what's your name?
Michael.
Michael. All right, I won't forget. Here's your term.
Write that- All right, here we go. Peloton. Peloton. Peloton.
Halutin?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Peloton.
If you know it, fantastic.
Peloton.
Peloton.
Pelican.
No, Peloton.
Peloton. Peloton.
Peloton. Competitive shooting.
Mm.
No, it was a good guess, though. It's cycling.
Yeah, it's what the leader of the Tour de France wears. It's the little jersey they wear. Peloton. Yeah. Right? Am I right on that?
Yes, you are actually. Very good.
All right. Well,
Bravo.
I wasn't much help. Wasn't much help to Michael. Sorry, Michael. Should have bought a lifeline. We got more questions.
Yes, we do.
All right, let's take 2 more contestants. Buzz Time Trivia here today, brought to you by Dad's Trucking, your quality service carrier, and the Queen Bee with us. Let's go back to the phone lines. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, what's your name?
Wade.
Wade. Here's your term.
All right, Wade. Pen hold grip.
gun hold grip.
Pen hold grip. Yep.
Like a right.
Tongue hold grip.
No, like a writing pen. Pen hold grip.
Yeah. Correct.
Pen hold grip.
Yep. So it's a sport where you grip something, obviously.
Right.
Correct.
I don't think
Correct.
Tom Brady drops back the pass and has a pinhold grip on the football. I'm ruling out football. Pinhold.
Yes.
He pinholed
Good.
it and slammed it.
Smaller scale.
Say cricket.
He says cricket.
No. Good guess, though. It's table tennis. Ping pong.
Ping pong. I've never heard that term in ping pong.
I don't know what to tell you. I'd actually not either, but it was on the list. That's all I can tell you.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines, take another contestant. We're playing a little buzz time trivia. Are you ready?
Devin, this is Mark. I did not look it up on the internet. It was rugby, and I knew it.
Didn't you already win?
Just calling to defend myself.
You already won. Get out of here. You don't have to defend yourself. I trust you, man. I trust you.
It clicked his good names, just making sure.
He couldn't think of it forever. That's why. Obviously, I had a little suspectfulness there, but anyway, let's take our final contestant. I believed you, Mark. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, here is your term.
All right, here we go. Oh, it's on your radio.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, suplex. SUPLEX. Suplex.
Suplex. I think that's a wrestling term.
Yeah.
That is correct. We end with a winner today.
It either had to be suplex or it either had to be wrestling or I think suplex. Isn't that like
I can't hear you.
X Games maybe? I was thinking X Games. Isn't that a trick too, a suplex? Maybe I'm wrong. But wrestling, you are correct. Nice job. What's your name?
Dwayne.
All right, Dwayne. Let's see what I've got here for you. You play golf?
A little bit.
All right, I got a gift certificate over to Zion Golf and 2 tickets to the next home Dixie State basketball game. Nice job today.
Beautiful, thank you.
All right, all our winners can come 750 West Ridgeview Drive. That's another edition of The Buzz with the Queen Bee in the books. Thanks as always, Rach. Great job today. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too, Devin. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, we got to take just a quick time out. When we come back, we wrap up a Thursday, get you ready for a busy sports weekend.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, president of State